Let me tell you something about hijab. Most of the time when you say the word hijab, the first thing that comes to mind is a woman wearing a piece of cloth on her head, a woman dressing in a specific manner, or even a way that a woman holds herself. But you constantly find the idea behind hijab is woman. What would you say if I told you that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first spoke about hijab, He was speaking to the men? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran said, "Say to the believing men to lower their gaze and to cover their private parts." That action, that hijab, for them will purify them. And then He went on to speak to the women and say to the believing women to lower their gaze and to cover their private parts and to cover certain parts of their body. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala goes on saying what a woman should cover and who she can uncover certain parts of her body to. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first spoke about the hijab, He did not speak to the women, He spoke to the man, saying that you as a man, if you want this society to be pure from the wretchedness of our desires, first work on yourself, O man. Because when you yourself fix the issues within yourself, the society is one step closer to achieving modesty and chastity. The way that we reach purity in our society is not one-sided. It's not by one always being on the defense. Many times in our society, we find that people focus on what the woman is wearing, how the woman is holding herself, and totally neglect the fact that the man himself has to be proper, has to have a certain level of etiquette, morals, and has to hold himself in a specific way when he's speaking to his fellow sister. And especially when it comes to the way he looks at that sister and the way he presents himself to that sister. Or even any woman that is walking beside him or across the street, how he looks at that woman. Lowering your gaze, my brothers and sisters, in our religion is one of the most important topics that our Imams, the Quran, and the Prophet collectively spoke about. Because the eye is a gateway into the heart. And when the eye is looking at something that is impure, it's always going to bring impurity into the heart. And when the heart is impure, a man, a woman, any human being will lead themselves down a path, sometimes of no return, where the heart will lock up and will be unable to see the truth for what it truly is. On the flip side, if a person lowers their gaze, controls what they see, and controls what enters their heart, the narrations say they will see wonders. Because an eye that is not filled with impurity, not filled with darkness, will truly be able to see the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this earth.